Hi, hello children, how are you all? Welcome back to my class. Today in this class, we are going to start your new lesson of maths, that is data collection and handling. So open page number 90. Page number 90, chapter number 15, data handling. Okay, so children, first let us know what is this meaning of data handling. Data handling is nothing but it is referred to the process of gathering, recording and presenting information in a way that is helpful to others in the form of graph or charts, etc. Okay, so the collection and representation of data is called the data handling. Okay, so children, can you see here? Here are some pictures of different flowers. Here is a rose, sunflower, hibiscus and lotus. Isn't it? So by observing this picture chart, complete the table. You have to complete this table. Okay, here are the flowers. Rose, sunflower, hibiscus, lotus. Rose, lotus, sunflower, hibiscus. Here you have to write the numbers. So rose. First let us see the rose. How many roses are there here? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll write here 10. Number of roses are 10. In the same way, lotus. Where are the lotus here? Here. How many lotus flowers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll write here 5. Next, sunflower. How many sunflowers are there? Let us count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll write here 8. Next, hibiscus. How many hibiscus flowers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll write here 5. Okay. So now come to the page number 91. Observe the table and answer the following questions. You have to observe the table and you have to you have to answer for these questions. Okay. Which flowers are more in number? So which flowers are more in number here? Yes, rose. Roses are more in number, isn't it? Because here there are 10 roses. So we'll write here which flowers are more in number? Rose. Next, which flowers are less in number? Less in the sense what? Less means least. Okay, so which flowers are less in number? Which flowers are less in number? 10, 5, 8, 5. So, lotus and hibiscus. So, we'll write here lotus and hibiscus. Lotus and hibiscus are less in number. Okay, next question. Which flowers are of the same number? Which flowers are of the same numbers? Lotus and hibiscus. Because here 5, 5. So we'll write here same lotus and hibiscus. Next question. What is the total number of flowers? What is the total number of flowers? Means you have to add all these flowers. Okay. So let's add it. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 8 is 23. 23 plus 5 is 28. Isn't it? So what is the total number of flowers? 28. So we'll write here 28. The total number of flowers are 28. Understood, children? Okay. So this is called the data handling. Okay. So now let us take one more example. To answer these questions, you observe the table of flowers and their numbers here. Isn't it? So, is there any other easy method other than observing the table to know this? Yes? Yes. There is another method that is called a bar graph. So, this is a bar graph. Okay. So, children, we'll see what is this bar graph. Even we are having some other types of graphs, like this is a bar graph, isn't it? So in the same we are having pie chart, then we are having A-line graph. Okay. So but in this we are having bar graph. Okay. So now we'll see that what is this bar graph. Okay. So children, here is the one pattern for bar graph. Here are you can see that there are types of flowers are written here horizontally and vertically they have written number of flowers. Okay, so here they have written the first one is roses, lotus, sunflower and hibiscus. Here are the types of flowers and here number of flowers. So observing the graph constructed according to the data given in the table. So here this is the bar graph. So here you can see that we are having the table, but here you can see that we can easily see that the total number of roses, it is 10. Okay, and lotus, it is 5. Sunflower, it is 8. Hibiscus, it is 6. Okay, numbers of flowers we can easily say. Okay, so this is called the bar graph. So what is bar graph, children? The data is represented by straight bars. It's like a bars, isn't it? You might have eaten the chocolates, Kit Kat and all. It is in the form of bar or a soap. Yes, so bar means like these are called the bars. Okay, so the data is represented by straight bar is called the bar graph. Understood what is bar graph? So this is a bar graph where the data is represented in the straight bars. Understood, children, what is bar graph? Okay. Now children, come to the page number 92. So here is a one more example for you. With the help of the above bar chart, answer the following questions. So here there is a one more word for you, that is bar chart. Okay, so as I told you, this is called the bar graph. What is this bar chart? The data represented by the bars of same breadth, then the chart is called a bar chart. Okay, it is called the bar chart. Okay, so which flowers are sold maximum? You just observe this graph. Here it is the flowers, types of flowers are there. Here the weight of the flowers sold in kg. Okay, these are kg. Weight, here it is a weight, here the flowers. Okay, so which flower are sold maximum? So this is the weight of the flowers sold. So which flowers are sold maximum? Here you can see the bar. Which is the highest one here? Yes, jasmine. Here you can see up to here means 9. So we'll write here jasmine. Next, which flowers are sold minimum? Which flowers are sold minimum here? Here you can see this is a small bar, isn't it? Where it is a reach to the 2. So this is called the lotus. So this is a lotus. Which flowers are sold minimum? Lotus. Okay. Now come to the page number 93. Third one. What is the total weight of the flowers sold? So here to see here. What is the total weight of the flowers sold? So children, here it is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So here jasmine sold 9 kg. It is in the 9. Next marigold 6. Rose 4. Lotus 2. Okay. We have to add this one. 9 kg plus 6 kg. This is on plus 4 kg plus 2 kg. Okay. So we'll write here 9 kg plus 6 kg plus 4 kg plus 2 kg. So 9 plus 6, 15. 15 plus 4, 19. 19 plus 2 is 21. So 21 kg. Next, which are sold less than 5 kg? So just observe this graph, children, here. Which are sold less than 5 kg? Less than 5 kg. Here it is a 4 kg. 5. Where is the 5 kg here? Here's no 5 kg. Yes, here there is a 5 kg. So here it is a 5 kg. Yes. So what's the question here? Which are sold less than 5 kg? So this is a 5 kg. Yes. So rose and lotus. It is here. It is this is 4 and this is 2 kg. So rose and lotus. Rose and lotus. Next, which are sold less than 5 kg but more than 2 kg? Which is sold more than 5 kg. Here it is a 5 kg and which is sold less than 5 kg and more than 2 kg. This is 2, more than 2 kg means lotus. See here, this is 5 and this is 2. So, the less than 5 kg and more than 2 kg. So, it is rose. So, we will write here rose. Understood, children? This is how you can write the data. Okay, now I will show you how to draw this graph in your book. Okay, basically I will tell you. Okay, in depth you are going to study in your higher classes. Okay. Children, come to the page number 93. We'll show you how to construct the bar graph as I told you. Okay, so we'll take one example. The details of the students participated in different cultural competitions for the annual day celebrations in a school are given in the following table. So how to represent this in the bar graph? So see here, name of the competitions are given here. Bhavagite, debate, essay writing and elocution, right? So here they have given number of students participated 10, 20, 25, 15. Yes, so we'll draw the graph like this. So children, to draw graph, you will need a scale and a pencil. Usually we will draw the graph on the graph sheet, but here you just need to how you can draw, okay, roughly. So I will show you. You just take a scale like this, okay. Here we have to take it as a 1 centimeter. So here we are having the lines in our rule book, isn't it? We are having a rule book. So now we will take this. This one line will be 1 centimeter. We will just think that this one line will be of 1 centimeter. Okay, in this way we are going to draw one line till 10 centimeters. So here I have drawn the line like this. So we'll consider this is a 1 centimeter. Okay, from here to here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is the vertical line. Okay, in the graph sheet, children, we are having two axes. Okay, so this is called the x-axis and this is called the y-axis. Okay, so we'll take this part only. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay, so we'll give a name like this. This is y-axis, and here how to draw this x-axis I will show you. Just take your scale and keep this on 0 like this. Okay, keep this on 0. So now children, we are going to take till 10. Okay, here we are going to take till 10. So now draw the line. So here I have drawn the line. Okay, you can see. Now what we have to do is that here we are not having the columns like this to make it as 1 centimeter, isn't it? So in this case you can do one thing. Just keep your scale like this. You know already length, how to measure and all, right? You know that this is a 1 centimeter from 0 to 1, 1. So we'll put a mark here from 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now you can see that we are having a dots here. So this is of 1 centimeter, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so this is called the x-axis. This is the x-axis, and where this is the y-axis. Okay, and this is the point. This is the origin. That's why it's called the O. O, X, O, Y. Okay, so now we'll observe this table. You can see name of the competition. So we are going to write the name of the competition here. We'll write this on a horizontal. This is a horizontal line. This is a horizontal line. And this is a vertical line. You have learned it already, isn't it? This is called the vertical line. Okay. So here what we are going to write? We are going to write the name of the competitions on a horizontal line on x-axis. So we'll write here name of. So on the x-axis we have to write name of the competition. Next on the y-axis we have to write the number of students participated. This we have to write here on the y-axis. Okay, so let's write. So here I have written number of students participated on y-axis. On the x-axis I have written name of the competitions. So children, by taking your scale you have to keep it on 1 centimeter. Okay, like this. Then you have to draw line. You can see I have drawn the line in the same way. Keep it on 2 centimeter. Again put a line. Keep it on a 3 centimeter. Put a line till 10 centimeter. You have to put the straight vertical lines. Okay. Here I will show you. So see here. I have drawn the line till 10. Okay. Your lines should be very straight. Okay. Because you have to represent in the form of bars. Already I have shown you. Isn't it? So here you are having number of students participated and you are having name of the competition. So let us write the name of competitions. First I am going to write here. Okay, just leave this one. You can write here also, but it won't look good afterwards. Okay, so we'll write here. So what is the first one here? Competition Bhavagite. So we'll write B Bhavagite G. Okay, short form I am going to write. You can write a full form here. Next is debate. So we'll write here debate. Next is essay writing. So I'll write essay writing. Okay, see here. I'm leaving one bar here. Okay, if you write this debate here, when you put a mark afterwards, I will tell you. Okay, later on I will tell you what will happen if you take it very closer. Okay, next one is elocution. I will write here. Okay, so see I have left one bar here. Next we are going to write the number of students participated. So here you can see number of students participated 10, 20, 25, 15, isn't it? But children, here we are having only 10 lines. Yes, so till 25 you may not have that much of line in your sheet. 25, 80, if you got the 80 number of students, then is it possible to draw within a one page? No, that time what you can do is that if the numbers given in the data is less, then the graph can be constructed on a single sheet. Here I have shown you, right? See, number of flowers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Till 10 it is there. It's easy for you. But if you got the numbers like this, like 10, 20, 25, 30, 80, 70, then what you can do is that if the numbers given in the data is more, then a suitable scale is used to represent this data. For example, here this is of 1 cm. This box will be considered as a 1 centimeter because here we are taking one. This is 1 centimeter. This is another centimeter. So this box is 1 centimeter. And again, this box is 2 centimeter. Oh, sorry, 1 centimeter. This box is 1 centimeter. Here we are having a 1. This one box will be it is of 1 centimeter. Isn't it? So 1 centimeter we can take it as the 5 students. Okay. For 1 centimeter, I'm going to take it as a 5 students. Okay, because we are having a more number of students here, isn't it? So here what I am going to do is that I will take this 1 centimeter as a 5 student. So 0 to 5. I am going to write here 5. Then after, if you are taking the 5 here, no, the distance should be equal here, huh? In all the graphs. Sorry, in all the lines, it should be same because we are taking 1 centimeter, isn't it? So the difference should be similar here. So it is 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 15 to 20, then 25, then 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. See here, the distance between the two numbers are equal here. 5 here, 0 to 5, 5, 5 to 10, there is a 5 distance. 10 to 5, 10 to 15, there is a 5 numbers of distance. Isn't it? The distance should be similar here. However, you are going to take, it should be similar. If you want to take like this, suppose this is another graph. Okay. It is of 1 centimeter, this is of another centimeter. If you are taking here 0, it is a 0. Okay, here I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because my data is, okay, my data is having the numbers like this. If it is not like this, then I am going to arrange it. Like maybe 2, 4, 6, 8. See the difference. 0 to 2, there is a 2 numbers difference. 2 to 4, there is a 2 number difference. 4 to 6, there is a 2 number difference. Okay, it should be similar. Okay, next come to this graph. Number of students participated. Here we are having name of the competitions. Now let us construct a graph. So in the Bhavagite, there are 10 members are participated. So where is a Bhavagite here? How many students have participated here? 10. So where is a 10 here? Here is a 10. Here is a Bhavagite and here is a 10. So up to here. So this is one bar. Okay, next. Debate. In the debate competition, how many students have participated? 20. Very good. So where is the 20 in the graph, children? Here is a 20. So where is the debate here. This is a debate line. Where is a 20 here? Up to this one. This is a 20. Okay. So this is a debate. The students participate in debate, and this is a Bhavagiti. Next, come to the third one, essay writing. So how many students have participated? 25. So this is a essay writing. So where is a 25 here? Here is a 25. Can you see this one? This is a 25. This line is 25. So we'll put a line like this, and this is our one more bar. Okay. So if you want to see, you just need to color it, or else you can shade it. If you are coloring, it is well and good. Okay. You can use a varieties of different colors you can use. See here, I have used a different colors, isn't it? In the same way, you can use a different color. I'm just showing you roughly how you can draw the bar graph in your book. Okay. So while coloring or while shading, if you want to shade, you can. But if you color, it is well and good. Okay. Next is allocation. How many students have participated? 15. So here it is allocation 15. Where is a 15 here? Here is a 15. Can you see here? Here, this is a 15. Isn't it? So we'll put the color, or I will just shade it. Okay. Now I'm shading it like this, just to make you understand. Okay. So see here, this is the bar graph. Now you can easily see that in the Bhavagiti, 10 students have participated. Here's a 10. Next, in the debate, how many students have participated? Here's a 20. 20 students. This is 10, 20, and here in the essay writing, how many students have participated? Here it is a 25 till 25. So 25. Here, how many students have participated in the allocation? There are 15. So 15. Here you can see. Isn't it? So this is called the bar graph. Understood, children? We are having two axes, x-axis and y-axis. On the x-axis, you have to write the name of the competitions, or name of the flowers, name of the food items, fruits, whatever. Okay, whichever they will give you. Here you have to write the number of students participated. Whatever they are going to give, you have to write in the vertical line, like number of students, or the number of flowers sold in kg. They may be give like this. Okay. So this is how you have to represent in the form of bar graph. Understood, children? So one more thing. See, here I have taken, I have left one spaces here. 1 centimeter I have left. If I take it like this, suppose here, this is a line. Okay, this is a line. So here it is of 1 centimeter. Suppose this is a Bhavagiti. If I am taking from here to here, Bhavagiti, it is how many 10 students have participated? So this is 10, sorry 5, this is 10, this is 15. Okay, how many 10 students? If I am taking it like this, 10, I will shade it. Okay, next I will take this. How many students have participated in the debate? 20. So I will make it 20 here. So here like this. So from this is the Bhavagiti is finished. And this is a debate. If I take it here only, how many students have participated? 20. So see here, it will not looks good if you color it like this. Yes. So you will not get the clear data. And this is very suitable for you. Here you are having a much space to understand what is bar graph. Here, if you put the colors like this, it will make a confusion for you. You may not able to understand it very quickly. Okay. So for the convenient purpose, we will leave the one gap here. Understood, children? So how to construct a bar graph? Okay, this is how you have to construct it in your fair book. Don't draw it roughly. You have to use your scale compulsorily. You have to use your scale and the pencil compulsorily, children. And the distance between these two lines should be 1 centimeter. And here you can just imagine that there are already you are having the horizontal lines, isn't it? So just take it as a 1 centimeter. But while drawing a horizontal line here, sorry, while vertical line you are having a 1 centimeter. But while drawing a horizontal line, this is a horizontal line. Here I have told you, right? So you have to use a scale of 1 centimeter. Understood? Okay. Now children, come to the page number 94. Here we are having the same graph which you have drawn it right now, isn't it? So here they have colored it where I have shaded it. You can color like this in your book. Okay, so after observing this bar graph, you have to answer for some of the questions. So first question is, what is explained in the bar graph? What is explained in the bar graph? Yes, the given data, so this is the given data, isn't it? So the given data is expressed in the or explained in the bar graph. Next question. In which competition did the maximum number of students participate? Yes, in which competition did the maximum, means more number of students participated? Here you can see which bar is highest here. This one, 25. Here you can see 25. So, essay writing. So, we write here in essay writing, the maximum number of students have participated. Essay writing. Okay, next question. In which competition did the minimum number of students participate? Yes, in which competition did the less number of students participate? Which bar is very less here? This one is here 10, 20, 25, 15. So 10 means it is Bhavagite. So we will write here Bhavagite. Next, how many students participated in the competition? Here, how many students have participated in the competition? 1, 2. How many students they are saying? Okay, how many students have participated in the competition means what you have to do now? Yes, you have to add it. Okay, so here 10. I'm going to write here only 10 plus 20. Then tell me 25. Then next is 15. Now let's add it. Now children, you only have to add and tell me. Yes, how many students have participated here? Tell me fast, add it. It's very easy. See here, 10 plus 20, then add 25, then 15. Yes? Yes, how many students have participated? Very good. It's 70, isn't it? So 70 students have participated in the competitions. So among debate and elocution, in which one did more number of students participated? Among the debate. So where is the debate here? Among the debate and elocution, in which one did more number of students participated? More number of students here. Which bar is highest here? This is debate and this is elocution. So here you can see this one 20. Yes, so this is the highest one. So we'll write here debate. Understood, children? So children, now we'll see that what is the use of this bar graph. So here the data can be represented pictorially in an attractive way, isn't it? So instead of writing like this, here which we have done first like this, so here you just compare this one. Here we are having in the form of table and the question answers. Yes, but here the graph and here also the graph, this is bar graph, the data, here the data can be represented pictorially in an attractive way, isn't it? Next, more number of data can be represented and can be understood easily. So here instead of writing this question and answers and this table like this, if you present it in the bar graph, it is very easy for you to understand, isn't it? Next, more inference can be drawn easily just by observing the graphs. So here just observing this graph. So by observing this bar graph, many conclusions can be read down easily. Many inferences can be drawn easily by observing the graph. It is easy way or easy method to write the data. It is very attractive, isn't it? Understood, children? Okay. Now children, come to the page number 96, exercise 15.1. The bar chart of favorite food items liked by 25 students of the class is given. Observe this and answer the following questions. So here there is a bar chart of favorite food items liked by 25 students. Okay. So here after observing this graph, you have to answer for some of the questions. So first here just observe this. Here they are having the tiffins, means food items. Here the number of students are there. Yes, they have drawn the graph for you. Yes, so this is x-axis and this is y-axis, isn't it? So what is the first question here? Which food item is liked by maximum number of students? So which food item is liked by maximum number of students? So which food item is liked by maximum means more number of students. Which food item it is? It's idli. So we are going to write here idli. So see here, which bar is highest here? Idli, of course. So this is this one, right? So this is idli. So we'll write here idli. Next question is, which food item is liked by more than 3, just make it 3, more than 3 students but less than 8 students? Here, which food item is liked by more than 3? Where is the 3 here? Here is a 3, more than 3 means more than 3 and less than 8. Where is the 8 here? Here it is a 8. So, more than 3 and less than 8 means it is dosa. See here, the dosa is, see the graph here, see the bars here. So here this is less and this is more. So what is the question here? Food items liked by more than 3 students. More than 3 students and less than 8. Less than 8 means it is dosa. So I will write here dosa. Okay. Third one is, which food item is liked by more than 5 students but less than 9? So which food item is liked by more than 5 students here? Where is the 5? Here is the 5 students. More than 5 and less than 9. Less than 9 means which food item it is? Chapati. So see here, it is between 9 and 5. So chapati, it is 8. So we'll write here chapati. You just make it as a 5 and 9. Okay. Next is, which food item is liked by very few students? Which food item is liked by very few, very less students? Which food item is here? Which is the smallest one bar here? Puri. This here, it is only 3. So we'll write here puri. Understood, children? Okay. Now come to the second main. The number of animals in a zoo are represented in a bar chart. Construct the table and write the details. Okay, so what you have to do is that here they have given the chart, bar chart means the number of animals in a zoo, and you have to construct the table. Okay, so first we are going to write the name of the animals. So in one side we are going to write name of the animals and another side we have to write number of animals. So here we are going to write number of animals. So after observing this bar graph, you have to write the details. First, name of the animals. So first we are going to write this lion here. Lion, then deer, rabbit, monkey. So here I have written name of the animals. Here number of animals, you only have to write it. Okay, first we'll see the lion. So where is the lion here? So what is the number of lion? What is the number of lion here? How many lions are there in a zoo? It is 5. So first you have to see this. This is lion and this is here. Where it is there? This is 5. So we'll write this 5. Number of lion is 5. Then deer. So what is the number of deers here? You can see this bar. It reached to 20. So we'll write 20. Next, rabbit. How many rabbits are there? So this one, it reached to the line. Which line? 10. Can you see here? Yes. So we'll write 10. Next, monkey. See the bar. This is the bar. And where is the monkey here? Here is a straight line, isn't it? Or straight bar? 15. So we'll write here monkey 15. Understood, children? So here name of animals and number of animals after observing the graph. So children, in this lesson you have learned how to collect information and write in the form of a table. Then you learned how to represent the data in a bar graph, isn't it? Then you know how to construct a table or the details by using the bar graph. Hope you understood all the lesson very well, children. Okay.